This informational text is called The Power of a Team by Maria Gill. On this page, we can see the table of contents where it still gives us the title, The Power of a Team, the author information by Maria Gill, and the information of what is in each section and the page number.
Introduction. Have you noticed that it's easier to figure out really hard problems when you work with other people? Sometimes they see things that you can't see. They look at the problem in a new way. Other times, you have done all you can on your own. You need someone else to finish things off. Science is just the same. Scientists around the world work in teams to answer difficult questions. Some teams might look for a cure for a disease. Others might try to discover more about space. Caption: Scientists often work together. People with different skills produce great results when they collaborate. Physicists, biologists, and geologists can research different parts of the same problem. By sharing their ideas, they can reach solutions a lot faster. Sidebar: a team effort. Australian scientist Howard Florey was one of the first to gather a team of scientists together. He was trying to find better ways of treating infections, but this problem was too big to solve alone. The team wanted to learn more about penicillin. Each scientist researched the uses of penicillin in his area. By sharing their discoveries, the team members found a cure for many common illnesses. Caption: Howard Florey and his team saved thousands of lives. Chapter 1: New Frontiers. Scientists at NASA work in teams. One team worked on 2 robots to explore Mars. They spent 3 years planning, building, and launching them. The robots were made to rove, or travel, across the planet. They could scan rocks and soil and send the data back to Earth. Before the robots left Earth, the team had to find a place to land them safely. Experts studied images of the planet. They picked 2 sites that looked like they used to have water. The robots lifted off in 2003. Caption: The robots were named Spirit and Opportunity. The names were chosen from a student essay contest. This is Opportunity. The robots took about 7 months to reach Mars. When the rover called Spirit landed, the engineers noticed a problem. An airbag from Spirit's lander was blocking the rover's path. The driver in the control room knew what to do. He turned Spirit sideways and drove it down a side ramp instead. The second rover, Opportunity, also landed safely. Then the team could relax. More than 3 years of hard work had paid off. Caption: The Mars Exploration Rover Team gets the news that Spirit has arrived safely. During the next few months, Spirit traveled over rough terrain. Its back wheel burst, but the team found a way to keep the rover going. They sometimes drove Spirit in reverse. Then Spirit got stuck. The team made a sand trap on Earth to mimic Spirit's problem. Experts studied a model of the stuck rover. Then the team tried out possible solutions with the model. The attempts to free Spirit led to an exciting discovery. As Spirit's back wheel dug into the soil, it uncovered a bright substance called silica. Because silica was there, scientists knew that there had once been water on Mars. Caption: Team members use a model rover to figure out how to get Spirit unstuck on Mars. Opportunity spent its first 2 years roving around Mars. Its next job was to explore a large crater. The data Opportunity has sent back will help geologists to discover more about the history of Mars. Spirit stopped sending signals back to Earth in 2010. Opportunity is still roving across Mars. Sidebar: a NASA experience. 13 teams of high school students and teachers worked with the Mars Exploration Rover scientists during the rover's launches and landings. The students woke up at 4 a.m. for team meetings. They had jobs to do and attended press conferences. The students saw how everyone on the team worked together. Caption: Opportunity sent back images of craters on the surface of Mars. The next rover mission sent a new type of robot to Mars. The Mars Science Laboratory is the size of a car. The first model of this new robot is named Curiosity. It left Earth on November 26, 2011. It has tools for collecting and analyzing rock and soil samples. Scientists hope that rovers will bring samples from Mars back to Earth one day. Caption: This artist's idea shows Curiosity using a laser to vaporize rocks. Then the dust can be analyzed by special instruments. Chapter 2: New Discoveries. In 1964, two scientists at Bell Labs discovered something they weren't looking for. Arno Penzias and Robert Wilson were using a huge antenna to study radio waves in space. They kept hearing an annoying sound. It was like static. Pointing the antenna in another direction didn't make the noise go away. Then the scientists noticed bird droppings on the antenna. They shooed away the birds and cleaned the antenna, but that annoying hiss didn't go away. Caption: Bell Labs' 20-foot horn-shaped antenna was used to study radio waves in space. Scientists at Princeton University were studying the Big Bang Theory. This theory says the universe was formed in a huge explosion. Low-level radiation might have been left behind after the explosion. The scientists at Princeton and Bell Labs talked to each other. They realized the antenna must be picking up low-level radiation. That hissing sound is now called cosmic microwave background radiation. The Bell Labs scientists won the Nobel Prize for their accidental discovery. Sidebar: a small invention with a big impact. In the 1940s, telephones didn't work very well. A group of scientists began to make telephone signals stronger. For 2 years they had no success. Then they wrapped gold foil around a small plastic triangle. The triangle was touching a mineral called germanium. The scientists sent a signal through the device, and the signal came out much stronger on the other side. The team had succeeded. The team did some more work on their design. They built a transistor. Today, transistors are used in almost all electronic equipment. The scientists at Bell Labs are still working hard. They are looking for ways to make it easier for people to communicate. When you surf the internet or make a phone call, you use a communication network. A network is equipment that is linked together. When you punch in a friend's phone number, the network picks up this signal. It carries the signal to your friend's phone. That's similar to how nerves in your skin work. If you are cold, your nerves send a message through your nervous system, telling your brain this. Caption: Humans love to communicate. Our nerves send lots of signals to our brains all the time. They don't need our help. They just do it. However, communication networks need our help. They can jam when they get too many signals. This can happen when too many people use their cell phones at the same time. Bell Labs wants to invent flexible networks. These would handle lots of signals automatically, just like our bodies do. Around the world, team members who are experts in math, computing, and engineering are working on this idea. Caption: People want to connect anytime, anywhere, as fast as possible. Chapter 3: New Beginnings. Sometimes people work together for personal reasons. That's the case with the Miami Project. Mark Bonaconti was 19 when he was hurt in a football game. His spine was damaged. He was paralyzed from the neck down. Mark's father, Nick, wanted his son to walk again. Nick helped start the Miami Project. Mark is now president of the Miami Project. Sidebar: Spinal cord injuries. Signals from our nervous system travel through the body. They go up the spinal cord to the brain. The brain also sends signals down the cord to the body. The spinal cord is a long bundle of nerves, protected by small bones called vertebrae. When we see someone make a great baseball catch, the brain sends a signal down our spinal cord, telling our hands to clap. Mark's spinal cord was so badly damaged that his brain no longer communicated with his body. Diagram labels: spinal cord, vertebrae, nerves. Caption: Mark and Nick Bonaconti have raised millions of dollars for spinal research. Scientists around the world work on the Miami Project. Some are figuring out how to prevent spinal cord damage. Others are looking at how to repair the spinal cord. Another team is working on how to help patients recover. The team thinks that cooling the body down right after a spinal cord injury helps prevent more damage. They tested this by having doctors lower their patients' body temperatures. Then patients were slowly warmed up again. After 1 year, these people had more movement than is usual for people with spinal cord injuries. Scientists will do a much bigger trial with hundreds of patients. Caption: Cooling the body very soon after a spinal cord injury reduces swelling and might help the patient recover sooner. The Miami Project's scientists think that injecting special cells, called Schwann cells, into a damaged area of the spine might help fix it. These special cells have an important function. They make a substance called myelin. The myelin covers the nerves and helps the nervous system communicate. Researchers tested their idea on paralyzed rats. The rats got back 70% of their ability to walk. Scientists are now planning a trial with human patients. Diagram: nerves surrounded by myelin. After injecting the Schwann cells, myelin is produced. It surrounds nerves. Diagram labels: nerve cell, nerve, Schwann cells, myelin. The Miami Project's scientists are also working on techniques to reduce patients' pain. The scientists found that using more than one treatment can also help recovery. Teams in separate research areas are working toward one goal. They are dedicated to helping people with spinal injuries to walk again. Sidebar: robot teams.